Welcome back, everybody, where the inner circle of hell is now known as iOS 13.
I did an inadvertent sociological experiment on Twitter yesterday where I was like, here's a list of all of the iOS 13 updates that Apple has released in just 2 months. This is a disaster. I don't remember exactly what I wrote. And, sure enough, some people logically would say, yeah, that's terrible. I mean, obviously, they wouldn't release all those updates if they didn't need to. Something's wrong, right? It's the same problem we had 2 years ago. iOS 11. Remember, they stopped, they slowed down development. They got rid of features. They focused on quality. That release was great.
Yeah. Well,
My God, do you not get the numbnuts? I mean, we're just like, well, I think this is a good thing. Apple's like solving problems fast. It's great. It's like, guys, seriously.
Yeah, they shouldn't have shipped the problems.
Seriously. Like, wow. Look, I get if you want to support Apple for some reason, I guess I get that. But my God, think for yourself. Would you please? This is not a good thing.
No, there's no way to describe this as a good thing. And it's like every 2-3 years we get the same spiel. Oh, Apple's next update's going to be focused on quality.
Internally, they're changing everything, and yeah. So Bloomberg is the same thing. Literally, they probably just cut and paste the article from 2 years ago. Craig Federighi, a guy who I really like, is obviously in charge of iOS development and Mac development, I think, and they're changing everything. Because it's bad. It's really bad. And by the way, just one thing we should mention, because of course we're primarily in a Microsoft kind of focused world, we complain a lot about Windows 10 updates, right? And so the schedule for us is like this thing gets an OS update every month on Patch Tuesday. The reality is we actually get 2 or 3 of those types of updates every month. Now, we don't have to install all of them, but if we do, we have to reboot the computer. So it's a bunch of rebooting. iOS devices have been rebooted 9 times since September because of Apple updates. That's incredible. It's incredible. That's more than once a week. Like, that's nuts. You shouldn't be rebooting your phone because you installed an update a couple times a year. That's crazy.
If you want to make your Windows 10 updates easier, our friends over at SmartDeploy have a quick answer for you. Windows 7 end of life is around the corner. SmartDeploy will help you migrate to Windows 10 and manage those pesky Windows updates. Claim your free SmartDeploy licenses worth over $700 at smartdeploy.com/theroute. That's a top 10 transition right there, folks.
That was pretty good. And also, the video was pretty good, too. I don't remember seeing that one before.
Yeah, well, I think they fixed the script, maybe.
Okay.
Well,
Good for you. And for them.
Yeah. We can find those links down below. Anyways, iOS 14, but I don't know.
iOS 14 is going to be, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then the other good one, by the way, is I don't know what you're complaining about. I don't have any issues with iOS 13. I love that one.
Works fine for me.
Thank you. That's how we judge software quality. We come to you like you're the groundhog of iOS software quality. I'm glad. We're so happy that you are just thrilled by this release and its quality.
The other good release coming out of Camp Apple is their latest innovation with their battery phone cases now have a button to launch the camera.
Yeah. I have to say, I think all bets are off at Apple right now, right? So there has been this situation where Steve Jobs passed away, and they're going to honor his legacy by continuing what I think are a lot of stupid ideas in many ways, like the inability to customize your home screen the way you want to, and not having extraneous buttons, right? Maybe the next iPhones will have a camera button. I mean, this is the primary use of the phone for most people, or at least a lot of people. I don't know. I don't have a problem with that.
No, I don't either.
I know it's another button. I know it's scary.
Well, they got it on the home screen. We don't need it on the bezel.
Sure.
I think it's more likely to happen now than ever before because with Ive mostly out of the picture, unless he's doing some consulting roles like with the keyboards. Then
yes, let's keep him as far away from the keyboard as we can. Yeah. Should we? Just no, Johnny, no, don't look at that. No, we're over here. Johnny. Yep. Stop looking at the keyboard.
Yep. So maybe if it's gonna happen, now is the best chance. So we will. Yep. We will see what else.
It's going to be interesting to watch. They're not going to apologize for the keyboard thing, of course, because then there are legal reasons for that. I mean, companies are not people. They're not bound to like these moral things that we all feel so strongly about. But I think there are going to be more dramatic changes along those lines. And you can all enjoy my dog excitedly barking at the FedEx man.
He's just happy about iOS there too.
I mentioned that my dog is a serial killer, right? This is, just one.
I think it runs in the family.
Yeah, someday when you don't hear from me for a couple of days, and finally the police arrive at the house, and we've all been gutted by what appears to be a wild animal, I want you all to know that it's the dog.
Isn't your dog's name like Daisy too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I guess Hannibal Lecter was too on point.
Paul murdered by Daisy in the studio.
Yeah. She's gonna have to wear one of those masks,
Yeah, that's great. Other things that are interesting here is Gmail integration with Outlook. Do you know if this is supported by G Suite accounts yet?
I've been told it does. I don't have it, and this is important for me, and I guess for you too, right? Yeah. Because we have these G Suite accounts, so like Thurrott.com for me is a G Suite account. I will say this has been a problem for me. In fact, I think I wrote about this a year ago. I was plotting a transition away from that account because of this, because G Suite is not supported everywhere. And you see it in weird places, like you kind of forget about it. I used the Smart Display, or tried to use the Smart Display the other day to, set a reminder or something. And it was like, yeah, we don't have access to your G Suite calendar. We can't do that. When Stadia was coming, well, for you, it still is coming. Sorry.
Today. It's
nice.
Today.
Can't wait to see it.
Me too.
The Stadia app became available on Android like last week, so I installed it, anticipating this great day. And I tried to sign in with my G Suite account. It's like, nope, you got to use the normal Gmail account. Now, I have one, but that kind of stinks because there's, it's like any online account. Like if you have an Apple account, Microsoft account, whatever, you have content that's associated with it. It could be ebooks and movies and TV shows. It could be apps and games. And in this case, Stadia games, and they're going to be associated with like another account. Like it's like, what?
Yeah,
it's a tough thing. Anyway, long answer, but I believe it will work with G Suite. Yes.
Well, that will be. I'll be interested to try that actually.
I am really interested to try it because when Inbox went away last year and switched over to Gmail, I kind of went kicking and screaming. I looked at all kinds of different things. Depending on the computer, I either, like on this computer, I am using a Gmail shortcut on the taskbar. Some computers, like laptops, I'll use the Mail app in Windows 10 because I hate myself. But yeah,
it's like not that bad. I mean, it's not.
But I'll look. It is that bad. But I'll look. It's a little bit better on a laptop for me for some reason. It's something to do with the scaling, whatever. Yeah. But on a desktop, I almost can't use it. It's terrible. But for me. But yeah, I've been kind of saying this for a couple of years at least, that Microsoft should move to PWAs and its web apps. And I mean that across the board, all the Office apps should be to PWAs, offline use, et cetera. And that could be the start of replacing the Mail and Calendar and People apps in Windows 10 with Outlook.com.
Yep. And
of course, the correct response to that, which I did get a lot, was, well, hold on a second. I mean, Outlook.com on the web is just Outlook.com. If you get Outlook mobile, you can configure different accounts, but on the web, it's just Outlook.com. And then my response to that is, well, but that's arbitrary. They could change it. It could support third-party accounts.
Yeah.
And so here they are. Now, I don't know anything about them actually going PWA or whatever, but if they are, this is the first step. And even if they aren't, I don't do a lot of offline email. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, who cares? So if it's online only, that's fine. I will switch to it immediately. I can't wait to use that.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long.
I just found out about it yesterday. Actually, I haven't checked today. I should keep checking. I'm going to keep going back. You never know. You never know.
You never know. I would actually be, if I could make this work, I don't know. This is a bold claim. It could potentially move me away from Newton.
Yeah. Well, and by the way, that's probably, like, I know you like that app a lot. And I don't mean to say like I refuse to look at it, but the reason I don't really pay much attention to it is because you have to pay for it.
Well, here's the bigger thing too. Since it's come back online, it's worked absolutely fine. It hasn't been updated once. Like not even a bug fix.
Yeah. So that company, who bought them again?
Essential. So it feels like they bought them, turned it back on, and are just kind of grabbing the money.
Riding it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not just so I'm not against one-time payments. I should say it's a subscription thing, right? You have to
Right.
pay every year. I don't know, not for email. I mean, I'm already to me like I feel like I pay for email because I pay for Office 365. The G Suite account is not free. I don't know. It's just
Yep.
it's like I'm paying 3 times for something I don't like. That I kind of have to deal
It's
with.
the capitalist dream right there.
Yeah. It's like I have a kid in college, but I'm paying for 3. And 3. What's the term? three. What is my child? What do we call that? God, I'm losing my mind, Brad.
Dependent offspring.
No, 3. Like I'm paying for 3 people to go to college.
Oh,
What's the word I'm looking for? Jeez, I'm like literally stumbling over this. You ever like you hear a song and you can't think of another song?
Mm-hmm.
The word I have in my head is enrollment.
Oh.
And now I can't get to the word that is he.
Mm-hmm.
He is
enrolled, graduating, student.
Yeah, but what's the word for the payment? Like the
tuition.
Tuition. Thank you. Jesus Christ. This is dementia in real time. Yep.
Well, at least we'll have a good like documented trail of like the steps here with all these
words.
All these podcasts on a daily basis. It'll be studied by doctors for years to come.
You're like, there it is. That's the moment.
Yep. That's the turning point.
I actually saw the light in his eye go out.
All right, you got anything else for today?
I don't know. I'm going to be doing What the Tech with Andrew today, unless something else goes wrong. I will at that podcast debut the incredible Xbox merchandise that I got from a very nice guy from Australia. It's unbelievable.
You better be wearing it for tomorrow's live show.
I can't wear it. It's not that kind of merchandise. It's more like body care products.
We could.
I know. I'm thinking my son's going to see it and be like, "Oh yeah, I would use this."
Yeah, probably.
It's like the Axe body spray, but it smells like video games. I guess whatever that means. It was like Cheetos and sweat or something.
I was gonna say Mountain Dew and Doritos or something.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird, but
yet here we are. So that wraps it up for today, folks. You can find those SmartDeploy links down below. Grab your free exclusive offer for Thurrott members at Thurrott.com or Geez, you know what? Click the link that says smartdeploy.com/Thurrott. You can get $720. This has been a great one. Thank you, SmartDeploy. We'll catch all of you tomorrow on a live show at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Yep. Bye. Just top-notch stuff over
tuition. Do you think I would know it?